Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Ash, if you haven't met me before. Today I am still working on my Jingle Drills kit. I still haven't got very much done. I've been super busy with the holidays and just a lot going on with that. So it's been fun. I've had a lot to do. I've been just constantly busy. Last week I had my yearly physical and that went really well. So that was definitely an upside to a lot of things. And I've had some time to get some done here on the rest of this top row. But it really has just been very, very busy, nonstop, go all the time. Today I actually just got back from being at the dentist. Earlier this year I had a lot of work done and actually got dentures, so I'm on my temporary still, but I'm almost there. I'm almost done. And I'm very, very thankful for it. But today I had to go and have a refit done on my temporary set because they had gotten a little bit loose, which has happened over time with the temporaries. But now they're fitting right as rain again, and I'm very, very happy for that. I've just been real busy with the holidays, doing a lot of Christmas setup. Last week my partner's job had their Christmas party on Friday, and it was so much fun. We got all dressed up and I wore this like burgundy, I'd say, colored suit, and it was just so awesome. They had live music and it was open bar, so I did end up having a glass of wine, which I don't do very often, so it was nice to have that. And they had like a raffle that they did, and my partner actually won the couple's gift set, so we've got a gift card to be able to go to dinner and the movies, and one of the gift cards that was in there was for a spa where they do like massages and really nice place. So it'll be fun because a date night pretty much turned into another date night. And it's nice because with 3 kids we get pretty busy and sometimes forget that, you know, we should go and do things just us. So it does get very busy. And then over the weekend I got a new dresser that one of my friends got me for Christmas because I did not have a dresser and my clothes were just kind of everywhere. But so on Sunday we set up our Christmas tree, and then we spent several hours building the dresser. It's actually really cool. It came out really nice, and it's nice to have a place now for all of my clothes, and I'm so happy to have a place for all of my clothes instead of them just being everywhere like they have been. So, and it's really fun. I like being able to do projects like that with my partner. We are a very good team when it comes to building things. We recently built a bunk bed set for the boys because they had been sharing a queen size bed and they didn't want to anymore. So I was like, all right, let's get you a new bed. So we built that, and that was super fun. It was an enjoyable time. We just kind of sat them on the couch in front of a movie and built their bunk bed. And then this week we built my dresser. I'm still sorting and organizing a lot of that. So that's kind of what we've been doing. And tonight I'm so excited. My son Sean, my big boy, my 10-year-old, he's in 4th grade, and this year he's in chorus and orchestra. He's playing the violin. That was the instrument that he picked. And tonight is his first chorus concert. That's for the holidays, and it's going to be so fun to see him up there singing with everybody and just having a good time. And I'm very much looking forward to that. My whole family's coming to see that because my dad is coming, his dad is coming, my partner, myself, and my younger son are all going. So that's going to be really, really fun. I like when we can all get together and do fun things for the kids. I'm really looking forward to it. He's been running around like just singing Christmas songs for the last week. Like he's trying to remember all the words. And it's just absolutely adorable. It is the cutest thing. It's such a perfect age, being 10. Sometimes I wish I could go back to being 10. But, so we're preparing for that. And I've just been kind of trying to relax. It's been kind of stressful, but the holidays always are for me. So no surprise there. As per usual, regularly scheduled programming. So yeah, that's a lot of what has been going on and just getting through. Next week, I have a bunch of Christmas presents. No, not next week. The week after that, I have a bunch of Christmas presents to go pick up. And I'm really excited because I know that they're going to get a lot of cool stuff. So that's going to be fun. And then their school does a big giveaway as well. Did I miss any of those? I don't think so. I had started this color earlier this morning before I went to my dentist appointment. And now I can't remember if there's more sections that have that color in it. Oh, there's one. There's always one. And I'm good at missing them. I always end up having to go back and be like, oh, I missed that one. But I've been trying not to. This one in particular is so hard because all of these browns are like the same color, but the symbols blur together a little bit for me. So sometimes I just really struggle with it to be able to see, oh, I was about to put them away and found another one. This project is still just been really tough to get through. But I've been slowly kind of getting better with it. The grid placement, they're really close together and it's not as sticky as what I'm used to. So I have to press a little bit harder, but the drills also tend to break if I press too hard. So I have to be really, really careful with how hard I press, because if I press too hard, they just literally break in half, and then I have to like pull them off and get all the pieces. So that's not fun, but I'm learning. Oh, I just found another one. It's a good thing I didn't get them all the way put away yet. And then you guys, look at this that I just got. I got this on Etsy from Bistro Blanks, and it is so cute. It's got Jack Skellington and Oogie Boogie in it, and all these little gold flakes. I'd say that would be what, maybe glitter, gold flakes, I don't know. But it's just so cute, and it's a mini one, and I have really small hands, so the mini actually works really well for me, and I'm just in love with it. It is so cute. And actually having the smaller pen has made this project a little bit easier to work on. And just kind of chugging through it. What else have I been doing? Let's see. I finished reading Verity by Colleen Hoover. It was a really good book, but it was a little bit tough to get through. Some of the content is a little bit sensitive, is what I'll go with. Sensitive seems like the right word to use. But it was a good book. I don't know if I'll read another one of hers. If one really pops out to me, I will, but it's unlikely. And let's see, I've been reading Green Teeth. It's a book I got from the library, and it seems to be about a witch and a lake monster, and I've really been liking it so far. It's a smaller book, so it's going to be a very quick read for me, and I like that sometimes, just to be able to kind of read one quickly. Most of the time I end up trying to pick books that are longer and have a lot more in it because I like to challenge myself. I'm a big reader. I always have been. My mom was a big reader when I was a kid, and I just kind of picked up on that from her. My son Dean is the same way now. He's picked up on it from me, and he loves to read, which I'm glad for because I have a little reading buddy every day. We read together every day for an hour. Sometimes a little less if he starts getting tired or antsy. We'll do a little bit less. But most of the time we make it the full hour. And I try not to make it like really time-based. It's more just like, oh, read as many chapters as you can and we'll go from there. So it ends up just being really fun doing it like that. And then when he's just like, okay, I'm done, then he'll just be done. And usually I end up finishing my chapter and going to find something else to do. Like working on my diamond painting, or because it's in the evenings, my partner's home from work. So we'll end up watching shows together. We finished watching Sandman Season 2. I liked it. It was good. It was not as good as the first season, in my opinion, but it was still really good. And I'm hoping that they'll decide to do more. Oh, see right there, it's doing it again. It doesn't want to stick. Come on now. You can do it. There we go. Adjust that a little bit. So it was pretty good. And then, let's see, I'm reading other stuff too. I'm always reading multiple books at one time. I never, ever stop reading. Unless I'm diamond painting. That's about it. If I'm not diamond painting, I'm reading. What was the other one that Shedding Starlight by K.R. Blackwood. She's actually a friend of mine. And she has another book called Elavonia that I beta read for her. And I just love her writing style. So Shedding Starlight is werewolves, and Elavonia is dragon shifters. I really love all the fantasy romance type stuff. And it's very light. It's not like overboard with the romance. It's not overused. She's very good at knowing where to put certain things and where not to. But I just started reading that one 2 days ago. And I'm just getting into it. And so far, I love it. Just as much as I loved her other book. And she is just an amazing person, an amazing author. I ended up meeting her through another author that I had signed up to ARC read for an advanced reader copy, in case you don't know what that means. And while I was in that author's Discord, she was in there too, and she was like, oh, are any of you interested in doing this? And I was like, well, I've never done a beta read before, but I would like to try. And that was one of the first books that I read this year was Elavonia, and it's just amazing. And she did a whole Kickstarter with special edition copies that were hand bound. She did it all herself. And I'm like, girl, how do you have time for this? So, but it was just really super fun to be a part of that. And support her with her book. If you're interested in reading any of her books, they are on Kindle Unlimited. She is on Instagram. Again, that is KR Blackwood, and she's just a super sweetheart. If you like romance fantasy, you will like her books. Her writing style is really good. She does very good character building, and the scenery. She does the most amazing scenery that I've seen in a very long time. And let's see, I know there was something else. I finished another library book recently, but that was it. It's Cult X by Fuminori Nakamura. It is translated from Japanese. That book comes with a giant trigger warning. Huge. Absolutely huge. Pretty much anything you can think would be a trigger warning is in that book. It was really good, but it was also hard to read because of the triggering stuff. I'm able to really separate from that pretty easily. But whenever I run across books that I'm like, hey, this is really sensitive, you might want to tread cautiously. Very, very good book. Just tough to read because of the content again. And let's see. I also really like graphic novels, so I've been reading Lock and Key, which ended up being turned into a show. I started watching the show before I knew it was a graphic novel. I've seen all of season 1, and then I stopped because I was like, oh, there's a graphic novel. I want to read it before I finish watching it. And so I'm doing that now. They're really short. They're like comic books. Usually, I think the longest one I've done so far was like 37 pages. And being a graphic novel, it's pretty easy to knock that out really quickly. But it's like the show, from what I've seen so far and what I've read so far, really stuck to it. They did a good job. There's 47 of them. And I think I finished the third one like 2 days ago. But I'm amazed with how well the show stuck to it and how well they did with that, because it truly is amazing. And I haven't watched the show in a few years now. But when I do finish reading it, I'm going to do a rewatch and watch the rest of it. If I can ever get off the baking shows. Because I've still been watching the Great British Baking Show Challenge. I don't know why I can never remember those things. But so yeah, those are the things I've been reading. I feel like there's something else that I've been reading that I'm forgetting. And I don't know why. It'll come to me eventually. Probably when... dang it. Don't go there. I'm going to try that again. Come on. Come on, little guy. Come here. Come here. That one does not want to come up. There we go. Got it. Let's see. What else? Yeah, I really feel like I've just been in like a holiday mode. I was so glad that we got our Christmas tree set up, because last year we didn't even set up a Christmas tree. It was just way too stressful last Christmas. There was just so much going on with all of us, and we were just busy and tired. So we didn't even set up the Christmas tree at all. But this year, when we got it up, and then the boys came home from their dads, and they're just like, we got a Christmas tree this year. And I was like, yeah, we do, guys. And they're like, yay, is Santa going to put presents under there? And I'm like, yes, he is. Because they're little. So, Santa. So they're really happy about that. And we're looking into possibly trying to get like some smaller real Christmas trees, because the one we have up is an artificial, and we all really like the real trees better. So we're looking into that, and I don't know what that even costs anymore, but we'll find out, won't we? So hopefully we'll be able to get something like that, like one for the boys' room, one for my stepdaughter's room, and probably one for our room because, well, pine trees smell good and I want one in my room. Let's see what else. There's gotta be more. I did so much this week and I feel like I'm just forgetting stuff. I got to see my dad over the weekend. After the Christmas party, we went out, a local spot that we like to hang out at. My dad goes there. So we ran into my dad there and got to talk with some other friends we hadn't seen in a while, because we don't go out as much as we used to. We're getting old. And then there's my dad, who literally goes out every weekend. But it's always super fun just to get out and see friends. I ran into a friend of my partner's as well as a friend of my dad's who's a tattoo artist, and was talking about some of the tattoos that I want done, because I have a half-finished chest piece and I've been wanting to get my elbows tattooed. I'm hoping I'll be able to handle it, but I have so many pieces planned. I have my hands planned, I have my elbows planned, the rest of my chest piece. I have so many tattoo plans. It never stops. I got my first one when I was 18 and just fell in love with it immediately. But almost everybody in my family has tattoos, so I just kind of grew up with it being really normal, which I'm glad for because I love them. My tattoos are awesome. I think I have 13 now. Pretty sure. But I'm really excited because I want to finish my chest piece. I have it's like a skull with like roses around it on the right side. And I want to get a like deer skull maybe on the other side with like sunflowers growing out of it. Because I love sunflowers. They're my favorite. They are also the flower for disability representation. So it's a big part of my life to be able to get that. So that's getting in the works. Hopefully, as my money situation gets a little better. My financials are still kind of rocky at best, but we're getting there. It's been tough because I don't work, and 2 years ago I was going through a lot and I ended up losing my disability income, and I've had to fight for it to try and get it back. I have an attorney who's helping me, so I'm going through that process. Boy, do they make it tough now. I got it pretty easily the first time, which is really crazy comparatively because my health has gotten quite a bit worse, and I have a lot more diagnosis because I started actually seeking help and going to the doctor and trying to figure out what was going on and what was causing my issues. So I do have a lot more now. When I first got it, I only had a diagnosis of generalized anxiety, fibromyalgia, and clinical depression. And I also had it on my record that I have a pretty severe vision impairment. But now, on top of that, I have a diagnosis of Ehlers-Danlos syndrome type 3, which is a hypermobility type that causes dislocations and partial dislocations pretty regularly. And due to that, I have a heart condition called POTS that makes it where when I stand up, my blood pressure drops and my heart rate rises pretty significantly to try and compensate for the blood pressure drop. And it can make me very dizzy. If I'm not careful, I will pass out. So with all of those things, it's definitely been quite a bit of a battle. But over the past couple years, I've been really working with my doctors and doing everything. I did physical therapy. I increased my water intake. I increased my salt take. I did everything that they told me. And because of all of that, I have been able to manage my symptoms a lot better. So that is an upside, but there's still no way that I'm going back to work. I've considered it a few times, but I don't think so. I don't think that it's ever going to be a fully functional thing with my anxiety plus all of the physical health stuff I have going on. I don't think it's for me. And I like being a stay-at-home parent. I like being here when it's time for my kids to get on the bus. I like being here when they get off the bus. It makes me happy to be able to be around them a lot more often. Let's see if there's any more of those. I don't think so. I don't see any more. Hopefully I didn't just stick my head in the camera view again, but I probably did. I'm probably going to do that a lot, but I try not to, and I'm working on it. And hopefully I'm at least doing better than I did last time. But yeah, so that's kind of just what's going on there. I've just been working really hard to get everything together, and with the holidays coming up, it's just been so busy. And I have two more appointments. I have to have some fillings done and a teeth cleaning. That's gonna be primo. I'm actually excited about going to the dentist for once, because it's gonna make a huge difference in my quality of life to be able to get these things done and actually have really nice teeth. I think I got all of that color. Yeah, so I've just been kind of doing that and trying to have time to do everything that I want, which during the holidays is just not that easy. But I've been glad I'm getting this done slowly but surely. I still don't think I'm going to get it in time for the end of Jingle Drills, but we'll see. I've got a decent amount of time coming up where things are going to slow down and just be a little bit easier. So I'm very much looking forward to that, because boy, have I been busy. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end this here, and I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day and that your week goes great. And I'm gonna have another video for you tomorrow. It's gonna be really fun. Not diamond painting, but it's gonna be a surprise, and I think you're really gonna like it. I know I'm going to. But yes, I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful rest of your week, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.